Assalamu alaikum, my name is Yasmine and today I'll be speaking to you about Eid. The word Eid in Arabic has different meanings. It comes from the root word Ada, which means to return, or Ada, which means custom. So basically Eid is a recurring event done at a particular time period. For Muslims, it's a day of gathering that happens once every year. Ibn al-Arabi, the famous Andalusian philosopher, says, the reason why it's termed Eid is named Eid because it returns the happiness every year to the people. Now, Eid usually comes in 3 or 4 days and usually comes after an act of obedience that requires struggle and hardship. Not necessarily hardship, but struggle and perseverance. For example, we have Eid Al Fitr, which is the feast of the breakfast. It comes after the month of Ramadan, where Muslims fast for 30 days and that requires struggle, and they abstain from all kinds of food, drink, and negative thinking and desire. So Eid Al Fitr is the first Eid, which is usually 3 days. It comes after the month of Ramadan. Then you have Eid Al Adha, which is coming up now here in Dubai. It's called Eid, the feast of the sacrifice. The reason why it's called the feast of the sacrifice because Muslims are required to sacrifice an animal to distribute the meat among their family members and among the poor people and the needy in the society. Eid Al Adha, which is the feast of the sacrifice, comes after another act of obedience, which is a pillar in Islam called Al-Hajj. Al-Hajj is a gathering place. It happens once every year where all Muslims gather at the city of Mecca in Saudi Arabia, where they do certain acts of obedience, and it's sort of a reminder of the gathering point or the gathering spot where all human beings on this face of earth will be standing on the reckoning day. There are certain recommended acts by Muslims on the Eid day. First of all, Al-Ghusl, which is the general body cleansing. It's required from Muslim before going to the Eid prayer to do a general body cleansing, which is called Al-Ghusl. The second thing is to wear and beautify yourself with new and beautiful clothes. And it's a custom for parents to buy for their children new clothes during the Eid day. The second thing is that Muslims usually gather in an area which is called al-Musalla. It's different from a masjid. It's a big spacious area where all Muslims gather to do the Eid prayer, where the imam or the leader of the prayer gives a little khutbah. Once the Muslims leaves the house to go to the Musalla or the prayer area, he does and repeats a certain phrase which is called takbir. It's a sunnah, which is an act that has been done by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace and blessings be upon him. 3 verses or 3 sentences that are repeated by the Prophet is called takbir. It says, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar means God is the greatest, Allah is the greatest. Allah is greatest than your business, Allah is greatest than yourself, than your desire. The second thing, La ilaha illallah, there is no God but Allah. The third thing, Walillahi alhamd, which means praise and blessing, praise to be to Allah. Now, also a certain amount or percentage of the annual income is distributed to the needy and the poor in the society by something which is another pillar of Islam, and it's usually given during the 2 Eids. It's called zakah. So this is enough for today. Thank you for listening, and Eid Mubarak.